Hi guys, and welcome to my kitchen. As you all know, I spend a lot of time here. I've been missing baking for Friday meetings, so I thought for this week's video I'd do a cooking tutorial and show you how to make the foods that I've been making for my family to make sure that they stay healthy throughout this COVID crisis. So let me gown up and we're ready to go. Cut it. I like to start each morning with a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice. Fresh is always best. 3 squeezes should do it. So what you want to do is take your glass and fill it about 1/3 of the way full with orange juice. Now it's time for my special ingredient. Chilled Prosecco, and fill your glass the rest of the way up. Now you're really ready to start your morning. After my healthy, nutritious breakfast, it's time for a coffee to really kickstart your day. I prefer espresso. However, I've been really missing the lab lately, so I've been ensuring to practice measuring during my normal morning coffee routine using my trusty lab beakers. Each morning, I pour out 1 ounce of Bailey's, 1 ounce of Kahlua, and 1/2 ounce of vodka. Now, I like iced coffee, so I dump all of those ingredients into my ice-filled shaker. Ensure the lid is on tight and give it a shake. I'm going to take my martini glass and strain into it. Finally, I like to finish with a garnish. I use espresso beans and chocolate-covered coffee beans. And there you have it, your morning espresso martini. For a nutritious lunch, I like to make a fruit salad. For that reason, I've chopped up some lemons and limes, some cucumbers into slices. I've also cut some oranges into slices, and some strawberries. You'll also need some fresh mint, just pull off the leaves. Now, we're gonna throw it back to my British roots and make Pimm's for lunch. Pimm's is a classic British summertime cocktail. So what you'll need is a jug, and into it you want to put some of each fruit. And a couple of leaves. There you go. That's the beginning of your fruit salad. Now, you want to add about 1/3 of Pimm's. Don't be afraid to be generous. You can always never have enough Pimm's. And then you're going to fill the rest of the way up with 7-Up. We want to give it a swirl with a sangria spoon. Mix all the flavors together. And you serve Pimm's in a tall glass. Don't be afraid to spoon out some of those lovely fruits you put in. And there you have it, fruit salad for lunch. For dinner, I like to make something hearty to ensure my family feels really full at the end of the day. So I'm going to teach you all how to make stew. What you'll need is the rest of your cut up fruit, some wine and other ingredients that I'll show you. So you start by adding all of your cut up ingredients into your jug. Now remember, this is family size, so please feel free to scale down the quantities however you may need them to. So we've got strawberries, orange slices, lemon and lime slices. We'll put some cucumber in there. And for our stew, we can add 1 or 2 mint leaves. We don't want to add too much though for this. Now, next we need an entire bottle of red wine. Since I've been missing you all, I chose lab red wine. So get that open and pour that in. After adding your wine, you need to add 1.5 cups of 7-Up. So I've got a cup measured out. And let's just add another half. Now, you also need a 1/2 cup of brandy, measured out here. 1/4 cup of sugar. And now we're going to add the grenadine. So about 2 tablespoons or a splash, however you want to do it. And some Grand Marnier. Give that all a swirl with your trusty sangria spoon. And there you have it. Lovely sangria for dinner. Because really, what's the difference between stew and sangria? I don't see one. And again, make sure you try and scoop out some of that fruit. And there you go, vegetarian stew or sangria for dinner. Now, growing up, my grandmother often cooked pies for dessert for us. So I'm going to teach you my version of a rhubarb pie. For this one, which is actually quite simple, all you need is Warner and Edwards rhubarb flavored gin and some Fever Tree ginger ale. And because it's been such a long, hard day, I think we're going to make this one a double. So, practicing my measuring again, we're going to add 2 ounces of rhubarb gin. And simply pour in your tonic water. Give it a swirl and feel free to garnish it however you want. I think I'm going to add some strawberries to this. Now, after a long day in the kitchen, as I settle in for my nighttime reading, there's no better way to end a day than with some scotch. So we've got 15-year-old single malt scotch. I'm going to pour myself a finger or 2, or maybe 3 or 4. And there we have it. Cheers. To conclude my video, I wanted to introduce everyone to my COVID survival strategy and say that it's finally time I allow my family to come and drink the cocktails that I've made. Cheers, everyone.